Welcome to the Rusted Garden Homestead. It's the middle of September. I want to show you how to use PVC pipe, some rebar, and build a low tunnel, small hoop house, cold frame out of it. Basically, this will get covered with plastic when later October rolls in. Please subscribe and follow me. I'll show you how I cover this with plastic, keep everything warm so that I can grow well into late December, January. But today, I just want to build the frame for the low tunnel, and I want to show you how you can keep this set up and use it in multiple ways. So real quick, the pieces that I'm using to build this are essentially rebar, and I recommend a 2-foot piece of rebar, or at least 18 inches. You can get it into a foot length, but sometimes that's too small. We're going to just put it into the ground like that. That is where the 1/2 inch PVC pipe sits to secure it to the ground. Now these are 10-foot pieces. You can do this with an 8-foot piece. The tunnel would be lower. The reason that you would do that is because you're going to keep the heat in better than something this large. With a 10-foot piece, you can leave this set up through late spring and summer, put string across it, and you can create a trellis. So this can stay there as a trellis. As the fall approaches, late fall, early winter, you take your trellis down, and I'm going to show you how to make 3 of these. We're going to do one rainbow there, one right here, and then one over here. And that's going to create the skeleton for the plastic to sit on. You can use greenhouse plastic, you can use painter's tarp. Again, I'll go over that as the cold freeze starts coming here in Maryland. The setup is really straightforward. When you are buying the PVC pipe, you want to buy 1/2 inch PVC. You don't want anything thicker than that, it's hard to bend. You put in the 18-inch piece of rebar. You could use a stick or a stake. Anything that's going to fit into the PVC pipe works. So, I don't know, this is probably down at least halfway. 2/3 works fine. And then you just slip the PVC on there. I've used this before, all the way up. Let's go all the way up. 10 feet to grow green beans. It was kind of cool. It would move and it would sway. So again, you can take this apart from the hoop house, from the low tunnel, come later spring, and you can use it for trellising. So on the other side, I have another piece of rebar in there. You can use a hammer to put it in. Let me step over here. And you're just going to grab it, and you're going to bend it, and I can do this one-handed. You can certainly do it without a camera. All the way over and put it right onto there. That makes the second set of ribs, and you can see how I'm building it across. When the plastic comes off, you could leave this set up just like that, create a trellis out of it, and you can trellis different things up here. So there's multiple uses. It's really, really effective too, of keeping the warm air in here. During the day, the sun collects in there. We're growing cool weather crops in December, January, so they can take a light frost. The goal is not to prevent a freeze from getting in here, it's to prevent a prolonged freeze. So let me set up the 3rd piece. In the gap between here, you can go as close as maybe 2 feet if you maybe have a lot of snow and you worry about weight weighing down the plastic, but 2 to 3 feet is perfect. These are 8-foot beds. I think I'm going about every 2.5 feet because I'm leaving up the trellis over there. Just wanted to cut in real quick so you could see what planting would look like. Taller stuff in the middle, shorter stuff to the side, and on the opposite side I'll be putting in seeds. But 3 of the ribs are up. It's a great growing space for me to grow through the winter. Another quick cut in, this is shade cloth. So you can leave the ribs up and use the shade cloth to extend the season of the cool crops by putting it up when the warmer temperatures of late spring come, early summer. They'll continue to grow in there. You can put this up middle of July, keep your warm crops producing by cooling down the soil and the space underneath there. When I build things, I'd like to have multiple purposes. So I can leave up these ribs and I can use it for all the different ways that I talked about. I don't like spending money on a low tunnel, then something for shade, and then something for trellising. I don't want to have to keep taking this up and down. I can leave this here, and it really has multiple uses. The 3rd rib is in. This is going to be smaller than this 8-foot space. And again, if you're doing 8 feet, every 2 feet, so maybe you need 4 ribs to go in there. That will support the plastic. The taller it is, the more space there is in there, so at night it will get colder in there. The lower the roof is, or the lower the tunnel is to the ground, the better the heat from the earth stays in there and regulates the temperature. This is fine for Maryland. We get freezing night winters, 20 degrees in the teens, but this will work for cool weather crops. If you want to support it more, you can take a PVC pipe, and you always start with whatever the outside piece is when you're doing 3 with the PVC pipe on top. So you go on top, you go under, you go on top again, and this will be nice and solid. You'll have this piece here to support the plastic so snow doesn't weigh it down. If you do it this way, a piece of wire to keep them together will work really well. For planting, with the higher center, right down the middle, that's where my kales, broccoli, if I had Brussels, would go right down the middle. Next would be maybe romaines to get a little bit taller, you know, smaller plants, lettuces, and then on the outside, I'm going to put in radishes. And again, if you want to follow me, I'll show you how I plant in here. But this is all I need for this space. Nothing fancy. When I cover it, because this is a 10-foot post, you're going to need at least 10 feet to go from edge all the way over. I recommend getting 14 feet so that you can take the plastic down, have 2 feet extra, and it would come out to here, and then you could weigh that down with bricks or pieces of firewood, secure it to the ground. So you need 10 feet and then 2 feet on each side. So that's a 14-foot wide piece of plastic. That's hard to find in painter's tarp, but you can find that if you go online and you look up greenhouse plastics. They come in all kinds of different shapes. You can make fancy doors for this. What I like to do is take my plastic. So this is probably, I don't know, let's just say 6 feet, okay? So I'm going to take the plastic 6 feet, cover the ribs, and then I'm going to come out another 3 feet on each side, and I'm just going to grab it and bunch it together in the middle, tie it, and that will close it. So by letting the extra come out here, it's like taking a gift bag and taking cellophane maybe around a wine bottle. You take it up really high, you squeeze it tight right over the top of the bottle, it's sealed. Same thing, you take the plastic out far enough, just scrunch it together, tie it, that will close it off, untie it to get in there. It makes it real easy. Or you can make some sort of elaborate door to fit in there, but I like to keep things simple. I like this design because, again, after the cold weather passes, I can just remove this top piece, I can leave these in place, I can make trellises, I can pop one side up, you know, grow beans up it like I did this year. But this is just a wonderful way to create and construct things in your garden, but have multiple purposes, so that if you're spending money, you can really use this 4 seasons. You can use it early in the spring to get stuff started. You can use it for trellising late spring and summer, fall. And then you can use it again late fall and winter to set up something so that you can grow through the periods where the ground would normally freeze. Thanks so much for watching. Please check out my blog, The Rusted Garden Journal. I will put all the measurements and pieces in there so you don't have to take notes, and go into a little bit more detail of what you would buy to create something like this. Later in October, I'll be putting plastic on there. And again, The Rusted Garden Journal at blogspot.com. Find it in the video description. Get all the technical information you need. Thanks so much for watching. Please check out my seed shop too at therustedgarden.com.